With my primary care physician, it's been great. I came out to him in 2013, and he's been just as good as he ever was before I came out to him. That's not been an issue at all. The first endocrinologist that I saw for hormone replacement therapy, after 3 months, he told me that he was not comfortable treating someone like me, and that he would be happy to continue my treatment until I found a new endocrinologist, but that I would need to find a new endo. I told him that I didn't feel comfortable coming back to him after the treatment I received from him, so I found a new endocrinologist. Turns out that she knew less about male to female hormone replacement therapy than I did. And now I'm seeing her partner. He knows more than she does and is willing to listen to me, so that's working out okay.
When did you discover or decide you were transgender?
I've known all my life. One of my earliest memories is I was laying in bed, it was after bedtime, and I was praying that God would change me to a girl while I was sleeping. That when I woke up, everybody would just know that's how it was supposed to be, and life would go on. Of course, that didn't happen back then, but now looking back on it, I can see how God was guiding me the whole way. And I was born into a church. I grew up in a church. My mom, when I was a child, she gave me a strong belief in the Bible, and I still have that now. And it was Friday, April 19th, 2013. I woke up and my heart was hurting. I spent 4.5 days in the cardiac unit at St. Francis. I had acute pericarditis. It's where the lining of the heart collects fluid and puts pressure on the heart. I was 43 years old and I was in the cardiac unit. And I realized that I don't know how many days I have, and however many days I have, I wanted to be happy. And I knew that in order for me to truly be happy, I would have to transition. And now, 2.5 years of hormone replacement therapy later, when I got my first shot of estradiol on January 31st, 2014, I woke up the next morning and the depression that had been there my whole life was just gone. And until that point, I had never known that I was really depressed. It was just life, and that's how things were, and that's how I was, and I didn't know any different. I had lived with it my whole life. And then I woke up February 1st, the day after I got my first injection of estradiol, and it was all just gone. That depression, all that crap was just gone. And I woke up actually happy. And now, 2.5 years later, I'm still trying to get used to that. Half the time I have a smile on my face, and I can't wipe it off. It's just there naturally, And I know that the depression I had is directly linked to the wrong hormone. So we have hormone receptors in our brain, and they're designed, the hormone receptors in our brain are designed for our gender. My gender is female. But because of a mix-up in hormone production during pregnancy, I came out with a male body and a female brain. And so my brain has been getting the wrong hormones my whole life.